Okay, we are going to learn how to do stickers with a cut line for the big rolling beast. So we're going to go into Adobe Illustrator, your favorite program and mine. Go File, New. Now we've got like 20-inch paper in there, like sticker paper. So I'm going to go 18 inches wide. Now if it says something different, you got to change it to custom. And we're going to go 6 inches tall. So we only want to have enough to put one row of stickers for now. We can always make it bigger later if we need to. And hit OK. Make sure you're in inches. All right. Now I'm going to do just like in InDesign. I am going to place my artwork. So I go find where I saved my artwork. I'm going to find something in one of my files here. Go to the, oops, didn't get it. Okay, then I go to my print files, and I'm going to go all the way down and grab Persephone. Now we have an issue. This thing is way too big. It's designed to be an 11x17 print. So I need to hold down Shift, make sure I'm on the black arrow, hold down Shift, and I'm going to resize this thing so it'll fit on my pasteboard. Okay. Now in Photoshop, you would have to hit Enter. We don't need to do that in Illustrator. What we do want to do is once you click off it, it turns it off. Make sure it's selected. Control C to copy. Control V, as in very good, to paste. Okay. Now we've got two. Put them in there next to each other. Control V. I'm going to put another one in. Control V. Put another one in. I don't know if we can fit 5. Hello. Doesn't want to print. Control V. Oh, did it put them there? Oh, it did. It put them both in the same spot. All right, let's move that over. Oh, we do have room for 5. Okay, so mine just kind of works out that I can do 5. All right. So here's where this gets a little complicated, but not so much that it's going to be difficult. Just like Photoshop, you've got layers. All of your artwork is on layer 1. You need to make a new layer, and this will be your cut layer. Okay. We'll call this the art. Make sure you're on the cut layer. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to go to this tool here, the pen tool. Okay. It might look like this little arrow if someone else has been using this program. So it's kind of underneath the arrows here. All right. Now the way this works is this draws a path. So I start down here in the corner and I just start tapping a path around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. And close it off. Okay. Problem is I've covered up my art. One way to do that is to click on the background and turn it to none. So now I just have my black outline. Okay. I can turn that layer off to show you where it is. Okay. So I got my black outline. Now here's where it gets cool. I go back to this pen tool and I'm going to convert anchor point. So if I go to my path and I click on one of my anchor points, it'll bring it up. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. If you click on this spot and you tap and you drag, it brings out these little arms. So I'm basically smoothing out the edge or the curve. And what you got to be careful of is that it doesn't drag it the wrong direction and you end up with this weird. So make sure they're all going the right way. Okay, that seems fine. Let's drag this one out. Now I'm not going to go very far because I want it to be a fairly sharp curve there. This one needs to be smoothed out. And I'll smooth this one out too. Now it is possible to grab just one side of it and adjust it that way. This one looked like it got goofy. There we go. All right, I'm going to quickly smooth these out. Did that one go wrong? No, that's right. I don't know why it does that, but sometimes it just does them backwards. Okay, oops. All right. So if I want just one side of this thing, I can grab one side and mess with it. Now this is why some people absolutely love Illustrator and some people like me are not as big a fan, because I'm not a fan of going through all these nodes and smoothing it all out. But it is a way to make sure you have exactly what you want. All right, I'm going to bring that in a little bit. Now I go back to my white and I can click on any one of these little nodes and adjust it. So it's going to cut off a little bit there. I'm going to do the same thing here. Adjust that curve a little bit. Okay, that looks cool to me. Now what I can do is turn that off, grab the whole thing, and I'm going to copy it. Control C, turn this back on, and then Control V. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, so here's what I was going to do in the first place. I'm going to grab all this stuff, and I'm going to deselect the blue stuff. So I don't need that one either. So I just have the red. I don't have, so Shift to deselect. So I just have the red. If I can get it to do it. All right, do that again. Okay, deselect the blue. See how it's not there anymore? If I hover over it, it shows where it is. Okay, Control C, Control V. Now I've got the new one. Click on the path itself and drag it over. Now I can line it up with the bottom because I left it sharp edges. All right, move it on over. Control V, puts it there. Drag my path. It snaps in place. Make sure you're on the right layer. You're going to be hating life, because then you'll have to cut and paste to a new layer and all that. Okay, grab the path, put it in place. Oops, slid a little bit. There we go. And Control V one last time. Put that in place. All right, I'm gonna zoom out. You see they're all there. Okay, this is pretty much it. You're done. The rest of it happens on my end. So I'm gonna save as, and let's call this their sticker 2. I'm gonna save it. Now here's where it gets really important. You got this dialog box that pops up. You need to include the linked files, or your artwork won't show up when you give it to me. Okay, very important that you include the linked files. Hit OK. All right, my performance is slow. Of course it's slow. It's old. It's not like yours. Okay, it's saving now, so it's going to take for bloody ever. But what's going to happen is, once it's done going through its whole save, is you're going to get the file to me. And then I'm going to take the file and I'm going to grab your outlines, which is why it's important to have all of them on a separate layer so I can do this quickly. And what I'll do is I'll convert, instead of black, I'm going to use the Roland VersaWorks swatch or color. And that's what tells the machine, the printer, hey, this is the place where you cut. So as long as I change those black lines to the Roland swatch, we're good as gold. Okay, so when this eventually decides it's done saving, I'll show you how that works. Now, as far as this goes, this is all you need to do up to this point. I'll do the VersaWorks stuff because you can't do that. You don't have it on your machine. There's no reason for you to have it on your machine. We'll just keep it on mine, and that way we don't jam up the big Roland printer with a bunch of people printing at the same time. A little bit of water. All right, come on, Illustrator. We're waiting on you. So, how's everybody doing today? All right, just kidding. We're going to go back to our black tool, our black arrow, once this finally catches up with us. And we can turn off. Now, you're not going to do this, but I'm going to show you. We can turn off that one, and we will grab all of these. And then what I'll do is I'll go into my Roland swatches, see how this Roland Versa works. And I'm going to choose this one. Notice all of the outlines turn to that pink. So if I click out here, that's what the outlines look like. And that tells the printer, hey, you cut. And we'll go back here, turn this on, maybe. And then what I will do is I will print it. Now it's not actually going to print it. We're going to custom this. Oh wait, we got to get the right printer. VersaWorks Dual. So it's going to send it to the VersaWorks program, put it on custom. The width should be 18. The height should be 6. And we are going to try and get that to, there it goes. Now it's right. So when it prints, it'll print that way. Once I have everything how I want it, I hit print. Now it's not actually going to print. That just means it's done here. It sends the package over to VersaWorks Dual, which is what prints on the machine. Now you'll notice I've got some other ones here. In a second, it'll pop up down here. Anytime now. Oh, we got that one up there. But that's not the one. There it is, sticker 2. That's what we're trying to do. So now that I have it in here, it's in the queue. I go in, I check my media width. Okay, so that's going to print on the paper. You got to check the size of your paper first. Okay, this all looks good. I'm going to center it on the media. Didn't really make much difference because we did it about the right size. That's all good. If it's really small and you want to make it big, you could fit media, fit the media size. If it's just one sticker, you want to make it huge. You can do it that way. I don't recommend it, but you can. We go to my cut controls. It's on print and cut. Now, if you do one and it doesn't cut right, you can change the cutting force so that it's a little bit lighter or a little bit harder so that it will come apart easily. As the blades dull, you'll have to increase that or change the blades. Okay, hit all right. And now it is ready to go. Once I've set my parameters, then I go in and I print. Again, you won't be doing this. I'm going to cancel that one. I don't know why that one's doing that. Now it is ripping right now. Ripping just means it's putting all the information together so the printer knows what to do. Then it goes to print. So now that it's 100, you're going to see it pop up here and go to print. And that's pretty much it. Then it goes to the machine and you're good to go. All right. That's it. Easy peasy. No, I don't want to exit. I just want to turn off the recording.